Lycans, gentlemen, children of the night, nocturnals, night terrors, and all things that go bump in the night. Consider us your night watchmen for this evening's festivities here at the Mind's Eye Theater. I am your host, Inkarnate, inducting you and presenting this creature presentation, for this Netflix sold out show. Thank you for joining us. We're hoping to provide you a bit of relief here at the end of the month, end of the evening, end of these watch parties, end of this anthology. Joining me as always is my stowaway and the recently disentombed Traumadom. Traumadom, how the hell are you?
I'm doing pretty damn good, buddy. How are you?
Very good. I would actually like to extend a thank you to Traumadom for being a trooper for these watch parties. It was a bit of a demoralizer when I got my copyright strike at the beginning of the month, and I said, "The hell with it." I made a commitment. I want to do my Halloween after party with Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. I only had but a few days left in the month, so thank you for Traumadom for sticking with me doing these. I know that these have not.
I will. Let's hope it's not as bad as the last
one.
one.
I was just about to mention that. Thank you for Traumadom.
That was questioning our friendship. That brought it into question.
Shout out to Traumadom for sticking with me through what seemed like back-to-back days. I know we did the night 2 of the watch party on Friday. He was with me on... No, I'm sorry. We did a watch party on Friday. It was Antlers. He swung by on Sunday to do night 2. I did night 3 alone. Today is night 4. So we here at the Mind's Eye Theater, we stick to our word as well as our commitments. We do wish that the creators, the writers, the directors were committed to making good horror with these anthologies. But regardless, here we are. Hold on. Make sure that your mic is on the second dial. at the bottom, second circle. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
There are always issues here with audio at the Mind's Eye Theater and Mind's Eye in general. But yeah, again, thank you to Traumadom for being a trooper and sticking with us, because, I mean, it would have been easy if all of these were enjoyable, but that's where we come in, your Nightwatchmen, to make these as enjoyable as possible. So, Traumadom, you've only been here through half of them. I've had to endure 3 nights of 6 of these stories. I shudder to ask you, what are your expectations for these 2 films? As always, our rankings are bottom of the barrel, a shallow grave, or high stakes.
Well, I mean,
I'm thinking that we should just remove high stakes.
yeah, I mean,
For just for this this final night of review.
Entire anthology, more like.
Yeah,
But I'd say Shallow Grave.
Shallow Grave.
We've had some pretty lousy episodes for this. But for the ones that were above par, I mean, the premise is really at least interesting.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, this Lotion movie was god awful. God awful.
I mean, if it wasn't bad enough, that's the note that we ended on, and like that's what ended the night. So
Yeah.
it was just like, whew, what a slog.
Yeah. But the one before it was not...
Yeah.
was watchable.
Yeah, it was unfortunate because it had potential.
That's the thing with these anthologies. Like, one, it's like... The one is decent, and then they unload the dog shit for the second one.
Always the potty mouth.
Always. But I don't know. These 2 are interesting.
Okay, so we're gonna have
Oh, God, there's a
Traumadom.
whole nother season of this.
No, what are you looking at?
The bottom of the episode 8.
The one that says season 1.
Okay, good. No, I was looking at it.
Okay, so before Traumadom reads the synopsis for this, I just wanted to mention that naturally I invite you to stream the film along with us. Be sure to queue it up on Netflix while I take care of some housekeeping items. So I'll be providing timestamps throughout the watch party to make sure your viewing experience is synced up with ours, as well as for the convenience of anyone joining who's casually late to the party. So this Mind's Eye Theater is brought to you in partnership with Hotness TV. Even though we are past your Black Fridays, your Thanksgivings, your Cyber Mondays, if you are of a mood, be sure to use the sponsorship links in the description for if you want to get any device that carries the Samsung brand, as well as any Jabra headsets. Jabra headsets run the gamut of in-ear earbuds, over-the-head headsets, as well as office conference equipment. So, again, those links are for Samsung devices and Jabra headsets. The Mind's Eye Theater is a proud affiliate of the upcoming horror documentary Mental Health and Horror. So that deals with the positives of watching horror movies, which is apropos for today's viewing experience. When that documentary comes out, I will be sure to review it for the Mind's Eye. In addition to our sponsors, if you are willing to support the channel, the link is up at the top, the support link, paypal.com/inkarnate. And if you are also looking for an additional way to not only support, but also show your love for the Mind's Eye, you can look to our merch store, which is provided to us by streamlabs.com/mindgamesinc/merch. So, we're coming to you live, streaming on Facebook and Twitch. So, I hate to mention this, but when it's full power to social media censors, advisories must be made. If you're watching on there's 2 key items I want to mention. First, if the watch party gets cut off, as has been the case in the past, catch me on either Facebook or Twitch. The links are in the description. And secondly, should that happen, the following day I will repost any interrupted Mind's Eye Theater on Facebook or Twitch, wherever it is removed from. It'll just appear as a regular video instead of a stream. And now that that's out of the way, we can offer you this creature presentation. So, Tramadom, why don't you read us the description for episode 7?
Alright, we got episode 7, The Viewing. A wealthy recluse hosts 4 accomplished guests at his stylish mansion for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But their intrigue soon turns to terror.
Thank you for elaborating terror.
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping for terror. Horror.
I'm hoping it's the good type of terror, not the one that bores us into a lull.
Yeah.
So, we are playing episode 7 right now. Or now. Okay. Sorry, delayed reaction. Alright. I can't believe it's it feels like just last week we were celebrating Halloween and we're already in December.
Yeah.
So now there's an actual reason for there to be all that annoying Christmas music. Yeah, like, man, it bothers me not just that this has been a thoroughly bland showing for horror, but the fact that it's a boring anthology kind of hits home and hits hard for me, because for me, anthologies have always been something special. And I think I mentioned this on Monday's stream. As majestic as the 80s were, I mean, it is a titan of the horror genre. So much so that the 80s decade actually serves as the only true rival to the Universal Classics, that first wave of horror movies that properly introduced horror to the masses. I know that we had the silent era before it, but those aren't as iconic as the Universal Classics. So, to me, it's saying something that the 80s are able to rival those monsters. However, the 80s were not without their drawbacks. For instance, Lovecraft, really didn't hit home for me personally. And anthologies are where I thought that the 80s suffered. I ain't never been a fan of Creepshow. I don't know what the hell people are talking about when they rave about that first movie. I'm like, bro, I don't see it, because to me, you can talk about how, oh my god, it has the look and feel of a comic. Yeah, but the story sucks, so what's the point?
Saturday, September
What's going on?
1979.
She's just reading off the invitation.
Instructions to follow.
Uh-oh. And then terror ensues.
Terror.
Speaking of the 80s, is that like a synth riff?
I'm thinking.
It sounds like it, right? By the way, I totally wasn't listening. As is always the case when Tramadom speaks, I totally wasn't listening to when he was reading. Don't mention it. I wasn't listening when he was there. Hey, I'm working behind the scenes, okay? You just get to sit there. I wasn't listening to his synopsis. Oh, wow, I guess this is the 80s. I don't know, something about those gloves and that jacket.
Plus the car gauges.
Yeah, you're not gonna see those in depression era US. Okay. So these two episodes will be an hour each. But yeah, to me, like, I love I love anthologies so much, and it genuinely pains me when we have modern offerings and they're just so lackluster.
Yeah, late for what exactly?
Is this some kind of
Indeed.
Ugly Betty? Is this a Hobbit convention? What the hell? Who's this guy?
What about you?
Me, yeah, I have
Is this the Asian chick on every like Judd Apatow movie?
I think so. It's looking like, and I know who you're talking about.
Never leave the house. You probably watch a lot of TV.
Oh, him. I know who he is. I forgot his name, but
I'm Charlotte.
Yes, I felt that.
Felt what?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Randall.
Oh, I kind of know who you are. Big fan. Like a legend.
Jesus, please tell me that someone's gonna run her over. Uh-oh, is this the resident bad boy of the group?
Hi, I'm Hector. Hop on it.
Oh boy. Suspicious van, 70s porno mustache, only girl. Yeah, she'll be alright. She'll be safe.
Afro, hippie, lumberjack, and
Hey buddy, you got a smoke?
Yeah, of course, man.
great.
You?
Where's this mod squad headed?
For sure.
Well, of course, I wasn't surprised. But even I cannot pierce the veil of secrecy surrounding our host.
Oh god.
Really? That's a little dramatic. There's plenty of rich, powerful people that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
Yes, but there was a time when everyone knew everything about you. Surely men like ourselves, accustomed
The way that this guy is talking and the way that he looks, he makes you hope that he's gonna be the first one to go in whatever's happening.
Speak for yourself.
What do you do, dear Charlotte?
Oh, I'm astrophysicist.
Maybe this is a dumb question, but where's someone like you stand on horoscopes?
On what?
If I'm honest,
Bad
I'd
eggs,
say
big balloons.
not for me.
Very Capricorn of you.
Oh god.
Yes, but what is his sun sign?
Ugh.
That's the real power of astrology.
Your host should
I
prefer
don't
to
think that an
remain
astrophysicist would be into astrology, but that's just me. Really? What dark deeds does the Scooby Gang have up their sleeve? Other than hash and special brownies. This guy looks like He looks like a Hobbit version of Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
This guy looks like a dumber version of The Weeknd. And this looks like the chick from Mad TV. He looking like a man. The driver looks like Vote for Pablo from Napoleon Dynamite.
Vote for Pedro.
Whatever.
For Pedro.
Like I care. He was the sidekick.
I fucking love that movie.
I haven't seen that movie.
This chick.
That's Daphne. Peter Weller. Oh no. Uh-oh. Gee, let me guess. They're gonna depict him as a cisgendered, toxic male. Toxic white male. White male, excuse me.
Would you like softer, brighter?
I was thinking more Asian-y. But it's just a preference.
Surprise me.
And also, dead or alive, you're coming with me. What? Uh-oh. Someone's having a party. Jesus. I understand fully how, you know, drugs are dispensed, but something about those syringes just looks wrong. Oh, RoboCop. What has the 80s done? What has time done to you? You travel back, and now you're the now you've lived long enough to be the villain. Okay, yeah, we get it. We get it. You want to treat a syringe like it's a lava lamp. We get the over embellishment of creating mood. Uh-oh. He's taking slow-mo from the Dread movie. You know, I've never done a single drug in my life. Like, I was always curious about...
Tylenol?
Huh? You know what I mean, stupid. Really? Tylenol.
Narcotics.
Man.
You really never have?
No. I was... You know why? I was... And it's... To me, it's a personal fascination, considering I've been surrounded by them all my life. Like, I was always curious about the effects, but never so much to take it. And then when you add on top of that, people trying to play, you know, the pusher or whatever, I'm like, dude, I'm the wrong guy. I'm not, like, I don't... Anybody, like, trying to force me to take it, it's like, bro, no, sorry. Wrong guy. I absolutely do not succumb to peer pressure. I've always laughed in the face of people that have even attempted to push that crap on me. Where are they? Are they in the Emerald... What is it called in The Wizard of Oz?
Emerald City.
Emerald City. Well, you read the synopsis. What are we in for? You don't remember it.
Wildly disappointing.
What?
Wildly disappointing.
I don't know what that means. I'm asking you what the synopsis was.
I think they're all gonna die except for that girl.
I think Traumadom caught a contact high while RoboCop was getting
I think I might have.
was going on his acid trip. And clearly Traumadom was along for the ride. Where the hell are they? I was so busy making fun of you. I'm like, what? This looks like an opium den from the movie Dune. And hey, is that Sofia Boutella?
Where should we sit?
Your favorite drink, of course.
I think that's Sofia Boutella. And the big fat lardo goes to... Yeah, it is her. I recognize that chin. I'd know that chin anywhere. And that chin, too. She's like, you're not a guy? She just doesn't care. That's hysterical.
The screwdriver is exactly what I needed.
This is a superb beer.
Yeah, those are all drugged. They have to be.
Dude, just how I like it.
Yeah, shut up. He looks like a henchman from Scarface.
Yeah. I was just about to say.
You were not.
Not from Scarface, but like he looks like there's something up.
You think he knows something?
Yeah.
Something that they don't?
There's something nefarious going on.
Something that we don't? Yeah, like another thing that a point of frustration.
All day and not get a single text, and then you're doing something and you're getting like slasher.
I literally said that before.
Oh, I must have not been paying attention.
Yeah.
What's with the tea?
It's drugged. They all are. They have to be.
Oh damn.
I'm trying to quit, but
Notice that that AK-47 in the lamp back there.
I dream about.
Like, is that painted on, or is that actually in the lamp?
The exact cigarettes you desire wouldn't be there.
I am not gonna let temptation get the better of me.
It's very noble of you.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Please enjoy yourselves, and should you have any personal needs, Hector or Dr. Sada can take care of you.
Uh-huh. I'm sure that's above board. She's just like not going to contribute to anything going on this evening, is she?
Hey, I don't think we met properly about that.
That is novelist Guy Landon.
Is there something funny about selling more books than corn dogs at a country fair?
What? Okay.
Architecture is remarkable. It's clearly brutalism.
White man in a
English
sheath
tradition,
or a
but there are
poncho.
subtle Aztec influences.
This guy is
You big
very,
expert on
like,
architecture?
annoyingly feminine.
Among
Yeah.
other varieties of ancient civilizations that exceeded the capabilities of their time. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were just famous for bending spoons with your mind or some shit.
Okay.
I like him, man. He's like the Ron Swanson of this movie. What does he do? So she's an astrophysicist. He's...
You're asking the wrong guy. I wasn't. I'm still working on all the posts, so I didn't catch, and honestly, I don't care what the rest of them do.
Good evening.
Oh my God, he looks like.
Comfortable.
Oh crap.
In my hand is
Oh, what was?
Kill Bill.
Yeah. What the hell? Oh man, could you look that up? Who he looks like? I cannot remember. I can't even remember the show that he was on in the 90s. Enter the Dragon or something like that? Kung Fu something?
This particular bottle survived aerial bombing in World War II that damaged that distillery.
Too bad nobody else survived that bombing.
Hokkaido earthquake of 1946.
David,
Shipping it here, as you can see.
is it? What are you looking at?
Made its way
Tattoos.
across all the
Thanks.
chaos, all of
Good
that
teamwork.
potential
Well, this was what was on
destruction
before. I have to wait for it to
already
load.
lives to us
Patience.
here tonight
None.
in
Not in this house.
For
Alright.
us
Well, I can't just put into Google, who does this guy on TV look like? What's
Or-
his name?
You could look up the cast of Kill Bill.
Thank you.
Man, I've always liked those tables. Those swivel.
David Saradine.
Saradine? Carradine?
Carradine.
Ah, yes. That's who he looks like.
This guy was in a bunch of martial arts movies.
Yes. He was in a martial arts movie, if I'm not mistaken, against Chuck Norris? Maybe?
15 hours later, we all woke up naked in a ditch.
David Carradine versus Chuck Norris. Yes,
Yeah, right?
I believe so.
I know David Carradine from Kung Fu. The Legend something or other. I loved that show as a kid, and I didn't know. It's one of those shows that I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I was like still like all about it. Man, holy crap! Did they make Peter Weller look older? Because Jesus Christ!
It was worth it.
All them peyote buttons. Mm-hmm.
Guy Landon, you are one of the
Guilo.
gifted novelists of our era. Tonight I'm going to gift you a singular experience, a gentle push to inspire the best writer to greatness once again. I want to know what your stunning mind makes of it.
The way he's talking to him, it's sounding like
More curious
the only experience he's gonna give him is intercourse with a male.
Reinhardt, I am told that you're getting extraordinary results from lab-controlled experiments into your extrasensory perception.
Yes, well, instead of continuing to debate the scientific community, I've tried to bring them to the fold. And our results...
The way that this guy talks is so annoying.
But as you say, let's consider the scientific point of view. Our delightful
You know what I caught when I came back on Sunday? Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Yeah.
It was actually funny. I was shocked after the last holiday special that Werewolf by Night crap.
She's proving what others refuse to admit, the nature of the universe and humanity. It's like Ptolemy, Stoics, Cicero, Giotto, Gutenberg, Leonardo.
Man, you know you're dealing with a great movie when even
Galileo, all the
You're even making Peter Weller boring.
Yeah.
It's like my first and maybe like.
Hey, shut up, Ugly Betty.
I wouldn't go.
Nobody cares about you.
Let's go that far. Let's do as far as your unique mind will take us, Charlotte. Randall, what are the chances we can gain some insight into your auditory voids?
What?
I don't know. It's hard to talk about in words, you know?
This guy looks like a younger Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm getting more enjoyment playing celebrity lookalike than I am like anything that's going on.
Some piece of musical
I should be paying attention, but that's besides the point.
radio. The whisper to every great recording artist. Every night is made a little bit brighter by the presence of your musical talent, and your presence here has made this night so much brighter to me.
I'm wondering like what is happening and when they're gonna get to the point.
What did he say the big guy did?
I do.
I wasn't listening.
Talking about music. Music, man. All art can only aspire.
It's about the soul, brother.
Everything Randall Roth has a hand in, I want to hear it.
I'm not so sure about this next album.
Oh my God, are you having trouble capturing the old magic? Randy?
Come on, man. No one ever calls me Randy. We just met.
He looks like a Randy, I'm not gonna lie.
Randall has dominated the charts, and I have no doubt that his new album will top it once again.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I have no idea if this next one will be received.
So he's obviously a musician. This guy's a
It sounds ludicrous,
poet
but it's one
or something.
fantasy. Yeah, it's gonna fucking flop.
Oh my god!
I don't know about Mr. Lassiter.
I don't know
So
what
as I
his
said,
name
you
is.
never truly know
I've seen him.
who's
He's actually a
Bible.
pretty good comedian.
Charlotte.
He does look familiar.
He looks very.
Okay, well maybe
I
this is
really
what I'm
think.
thinking about.
Yes.
Am I really taking a big creative risk here, or is the machinery of my industry all that matters?
Perhaps control of the machinery is your real ambition.
Uh-oh. You said you wouldn't. You lied. Is that laced with something? Because not for nothing. This Eyes Wide Shut party, but in Club Studio 54. I don't know. I was expecting a little... I was expecting something a little heavier than a cigarette.
I'll try you, drink. You haven't touched it.
Go ahead, Randall.
I do hope for the best for Sophia Boutella, because I think that she at least has the look of a star.
Yeah.
It was a real shame that she got caught up in that. I mean, it is and it's not. I was gonna say that she got caught up in that Mummy movie, because honestly, she was the best part of it. What the hell?
Eric Andre.
I could do without the lens flare.
This music is pretty incredible.
It's impossible
Yeah.
using it really suited the dynamic of the structure, so I had a custom made in Italy.
By who?
Gentleman from Venice by the name of Massimo Contini works exclusively.
Massimo Contini, you say?
Can't find
Yes.
this album in stores.
Never. By the way, Randall.
You can't, but you can find it on Kazaa in 30 years.
I'm digging, man.
I want you to know that I have you in mind to create the entire sound dynamic for a new house I'm having designed in Ecuador.
Is it gonna be like this place?
Only in its striving for a feeling of innate transcendence.
Well, that reminds me, Tark had some great ideas about the architecture of this place. Targ, what did you think the influences were?
Yes. Well, obviously there's an Aztec motif, and
Let me spare Targ the discomfort. The
Thank you.
architect is no one whom anyone has ever heard of or ever will. I collect beyond the known.
So you can know people? How do you do that? You just pay for it?
Money is irrelevant. It's only the pursuit of my tastes, and there's no accounting for taste.
Where are we at? Okay.
Is it rude to ask? Mr. Lasser, everybody's always wanted to know, how did you make your fortune?
Yes, that is rude to ask. And to answer your question, opium dens.
As a younger man
And Bitcoin.
Too, I had already invested heavily in stockpiling uranium.
Isn't that a violation of international law or something?
Not for me.
So you're a scientist.
No, but you have no idea how much money it takes to be this rich.
Yeah, the lens flare is like really distracting. It's not stylish.
She is pretty.
What is she? Can you look that up?
No.
Sophia Boutella. Boutella.
Wasn't she the chicken in Mommy?
That's what I said before.
She was the girl in the second one? I think she might be Middle Eastern.
Yes. Right you are.
Smoke up, Randall.
Algeria, yeah, Middle Eastern, yeah, African.
Algerian.
Randall, what would it take to get you to make music for me?
I thought I was gonna say, what would it take for you people to lighten up?
When you ask people that, do they always have an answer?
What is it you really want?
I don't want anything.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
I want something that doesn't exist.
Then tell us what it is.
They're asking, dummy.
There's a void inside of me.
Oh, God.
You. Everyone. An endless abyss.
It's very poetic.
Everything you collect, every success, everything you take to shrink that void down. None of it works. It's like
a black hole.
We get that you're the astrophysicist, but you don't need to, like, specifically speak in those terms.
Honestly, it's nice to hear her speak at all, because in most of Judd Apatow's movies, she's, like, incoherent.
You are really harshing my mellow, man.
His react, like, what the hell? Jesus.
Don't touch that hippie shit.
So what's the story with the gold AK?
Ah, the gold AK. Well, that is Hector's story to tell. Hector?
He's over there snorting coke. He looks like Pablo. He looks like Pablo Escobar. Did they come out with a movie about? They must have. Medellin or something.
He's crying.
Oh, a man of peace. Bet you're voting for Carter.
Voting. Yikes. It's a very paranoid time. The truth is much more complicated.
What do you expect when the truth is so often kept from us by those in power?
Dude, this guy really needs to get slapped in his mouth because he's annoying.
He's a pompous little prey.
That would make you shit your mind, Kimosabe.
Well, how about sharing a small complicated truth amongst us?
Alright. Look.
I like how he got right in his face when he said that.
Yeah.
Myself. Most people assume that she works for me. My story is nowhere near as interesting as hers.
Well, I would love to hear it from her.
Good luck.
My degrees are in hematology. But at one time I was a private physician for Colonel Gaddafi.
Wow.
Shit.
She must really dig you to give that up.
Everything Charlotte is fascinating. A kindred spirit, I hope. I hope so too.
God.
So what's Gaddafi really
Jesus.
I can't tell you about an image you already have in your mind. Did you know he preached for liberation?
Uh-huh.
He's even charming.
Well, to you.
Yeah.
Well, he told me he didn't like doctors and thought of me as an artist and would give me anything that I wanted.
So what'd you ask for?
As his physician, I saw his blood, I saw his tears.
I saw his pee. Stool sample.
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that sometimes, for no reasons at all,
Usually I don't like it when, you know, a girl has that strong of a chin, but I don't know. It looks good on her.
I almost felt sorry for him. I also saw with my own eyes that the tiniest mistake or word he didn't like, he would burst into the most brutal violence. He kills people.
Yeah.
What's he really like? Sometimes when no one is watching, he dresses up like a fucking deranged rock star from the future.
Okay.
You should rock with him, Randall.
Can't wait. Who would I be without Dr. Zara?
I was gonna say Dr. Zaius.
I'd do anything for her. Everything I have is hers. The way I see it, I serve her.
Oh, you making me smile. You're giving me the big smiles. Okay, we're at 31 minutes and a half, and I don't know what the hell's going on. Matter of fact, we're more than halfway past this first part, and
Big jar of blow.
we haven't gotten to anything even remotely horror.
Whoa.
Jeez,
Grown in a private forest.
that was practically a pebble of coke.
It's the highest ever recorded. Once a year, the chartered boat arrives on Catalina Island.
Is that cocaine?
What does it look like?
Could you act like any more of a square?
Never touch this stuff.
Yeah.
It could dull my psychic abilities.
Shut up, dude.
Sorry, Tard. I thought your daddy let you out alone that time.
Maybe it'll enhance your abilities. You ever think of that?
I'm glad that this is the guy that gets, you know,
Hey, wait, what is
mocked
that?
because he clearly deserves it,
I'm afraid of a little fairy dust.
and it's a bit of catharsis.
Fuck.
I made it myself.
No.
What is that?
Fairy dust.
What is your trust in fellow scientists?
Jeez.
Do you know what I'm putting into my nervous system?
It will make you feel confident without any sharp edges of anxiety, depression.
I'm betting. Whoa.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
A warrior.
This is not your dirty street drug.
Dirty 30.
It was derived from a medication intended to stop bleeding.
Intended to stop elephants.
Anticoagulant. Yeah.
Useless. And furthering exploration in the pursuit of human enhancement.
Oh, male enhancement, you mean? That's why you keep,
Let yourself go.
that's why you keep...
all well and good till it gives you a heart attack.
I didn't catch any of that.
It's all well and good till it gives you a heart attack.
I could imagine. He's gonna...
Is this some kind of test? I admit it is.
Oh, Jesus. I thought he was gonna take that all in one hit. Wow.
Oh,
Dude, those
that's
are
where I
some-
have to do cocaine? Finally, a test I can pass. Done.
This guy's alright.
I like him.
Afraid of holding up the party.
If you're ever going to do cocaine in your life, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, for real, Square. Buzz Killington. It'd be funny if he sneezes. Dude, what?
Oh yeah.
Muscles there, Ace.
Wait till he gets the drips.
What?
Randall,
The drips.
it's not as if you've never done this before.
I can't tell you how many times I've seen celebrities like in an interview, and like it's one thing if you just once or twice, but like constantly, like that chick that from Star Wars, Davy Ridley, whatever the hell her name was. She was in an interview, and it was like, dude, did you just come out of snorting powder?
Randall, what's the best song you've ever heard?
Like she was sniffing and rubbing her nose so much, it was turning red.
Yeah.
1969.
Fireworks outside.
I'm in Greece, and I fall in with these freaks making psychedelics.
This is another annoying thing about anthologies. Like, someone will insert a contribution to an anthology, and it's like it's so bereft of anything having to do with horror. It's like, did you just submit this assuming that because it's part of an anthology that other people could carry your slack?
Stop living in the past, Danielle. We are not that much different.
Well, you and I? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Randall, there's an old Zen koan. Goes like this. Everyone has two lives. And the second life begins the moment you realize that all along, you only had one.
What? Yeah, he's thinking that over just like I am.
Fuck it.
There's a lot of lines of coke there. Was everyone supposed to take two, one for each nostril?
Yeah.
Could you imagine being that much of a coke fiend that you take two? You have two straws, and you take a hit in each nostril at the same time.
No.
You guys should have seen.
No, I can't.
You should have seen the bloodshot eyes that Tramadon just threw my way. He's like, what?
Island better be worth it.
I assure you, it will be.
She turns into a dragon afterwards. Why would you snort it that way so it gets on your hair? She looks DTF. Off rip. God, where does he start hallucinating? Oh my god. Oh boy.
The contest starts.
Time for the Eyes Wide Shut party.
The soundtrack to this isn't too bad.
It's not too bad. I don't know why they insist on so much, what do you call it? Lens flare. It's distracting, and that doesn't set the mood for the 80s. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right? Her voice gets all smooth and deep like a black guy. Oh yeah. Dynamite. Everybody's all like,
By now, all of you are still wondering why in the hell it is I chose to bring you here.
yeah, I certainly am. Can I know?
Because from each of your own distinctive worlds and with your own individual talent, you may shine some unique and profound appreciation on what it is that I have to show you.
Okay.
And the item
He has like a great voice where he should have been a horror movie villain.
Yeah.
Man,
required with the utmost
it's crazy to me how many great
at the greatest
actors and iconic actors, let's put it that way, that came out of the 80s that are recognizable just by their voice.
Mm.
Now what? This looks like a long corridor to a cathedral in the Doom Eternal game. It's just missing demons and the
This isn't
BFG.
too long of a movie, right?
No, they're all an hour. It's just that some of them drag so much they feel like they're longer. Cher comes out. If I could turn back time. I didn't think that anyone could look, speaking of 80s, I didn't think that anyone could look more like... Is that the alien queen? The hell am I looking at?
Yeah, it looked like it for a second.
I didn't think that there was anyone that could look more mummified than Cher nowadays. Dude, have you seen Madonna lately?
Yeah.
She got a BBL.
On what?
Her ass.
I'm gonna... You missed the joke.
It looks so awkward.
She's got no ass. She didn't have ass to begin with.
Yeah. So imagine now, it just looks like two basketballs
Yeah.
in the most unflattering way imaginable. Oh, what? Just... What are we dealing with?
I don't know why he would bring like a musician into this.
Or anyone.
The astrophysicist I can understand.
Ancient power, Tactic.
No, really, what is this thing?
beats me.
It's wisdom, man.
Shares features and striations associated with fragmented meteorites, but never once so large. None of its surface exhibits forces of destruction of its acceleration into our atmosphere. Have you analyzed its mass?
First
You're-
we had it x-rayed.
Wow.
Impervious to x-ray.
Yes, it clearly resonates as emblematic of unknown origin.
Well, there's no smoking in the obelisk chamber. Oh, sorry.
You tell him that now?
Sorry.
And he puts it out on the floor.
Gloriously revealed nothing.
What about isolating it in a Faraday cage and using electric mechanic?
Yes, electromagnetic fields.
No magnetic field carbon dating was useless. In fact, it was composed of nothing that can be found on the periodic table.
Bullshit.
Brandon. Brandon, there's no smoking in here.
You never said anything about Jay.
Regardless, there's no smoking.
Have you brought in
Why would he?
for telekinetic
He must be high.
Yes, you.
I sense a tremendous energy from within it.
Oh my god. Do you? Yes, fucking. Thank you for the space cocaine. That was fucking incredible. But you brought me all the way out here to show me a fucking rock.
Watch it be like an egg or something.
Michael,
Yeah.
no smoking in the obelisk.
Dude, and you're gonna be the...
Oh my god, and he's smoking. Yeah.
Did you see that?
Relax. It's a fucking rock.
He's like, ooh, do you?
This rock is unlike anything humankind has ever encountered.
Yeah, because it's from a meteorite, sweetheart. He just explained that.
Yeah, this ain't good.
No. It's gonna break. Ooh, excuse me. It's gonna break out of that thing like a gargoyle. It's gonna eat Chow Yun Fag over there. In my lower back. Something of a knot. Could you get it for me? So what?
Beautiful.
You think you're looking at it, but it's looking at you.
Oh my god. Even when you're high and trying to set the mood, you're just so annoying. I get that this is the 80s, but would bringing an astrophysicist really do anything if you found a meteor?
I would assume so, but I don't know too much about astrophysics, to be honest.
Physicism? Astrophysics.
Physicism, whatever.
Easy, her eyes are getting slanted. Okay, that's annoying. Yep, what did I say? Here we go. We are gargoyles. Don't tell me it just breaks apart and there's nothing in it. Oh, I was about to say. Okay. the expressions that she makes. Are those horns?
Tentacles it looks like, but it could be horns.
And all because this guy couldn't just resist lighting up a J. Starts dancing for them. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh Jesus. Man. Well, the sauna was very much appreciated until it started melting everybody. Ah.
Way to go, Rico.
Alright. Jesus. What did I say? He'd be the first. It'd be funny if everybody else survives, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, clench up, Buttercup.
What?
Probing me. Oh, that snaps him out of it. When the geek melted, they didn't react at all.
He burst.
Don't get too close. Oh Lord. It might be anime porn. I'll let you handle it. Oh, Jesus, lady. Well, you're gonna be the first to be eaten alive. Oh my god. Well.
Great if the hot one's dead.
Well, that wasn't. He just had to. That was an interesting rendition.
Take the whole thing with you.
I know, right? That was. Oh, it's all gone, you fool.
No.
That was an interesting rendition of Raiders of the Lost Ark. And what are you gonna do with that, I wonder? Oh god. This lava lamp is about to be unleashed upon the earth. Wow. And there's still a lot of time left.
What?
7 minutes, that ain't bad.
It took forever to get to, you know, what was going on, and now that we're here, I just have more questions.
Yeah.
Oh no. That was quick. I didn't mean it. Ew, it's that ewy gooey's gonna go right up his nose. What the hell? Oh boy. Well, your best bet is to give him a kiss. Sorry. It's just how they communicate. Notice all the non-white people. That lens flare is really annoying. Yeah. Notice how all the non-white people made it out. Oh God! Would you like some Coke? Well, really?
Who's driving, huh?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, after that kind of code,
no one will be able to operate that.
Oh yeah, you could.
All right, where are we at? For anybody keeping score, keeping count, or even cares, we're at 52 minutes in 3, 2, 1, now.
Interdimensional, if you just pull up anywhere.
He's gunning it. Wow, he made it up pretty quickly. But now what? I'm pretty. They took all my Coke!
And like a squid put together.
Yeah. Are they melting?
It looks like it.
Really? Boy. What the heck?
Small step.
Where exactly are you gonna go? It's kind of a step down to be like this alien menace to now being subjected to a sewer.
Yeah.
You were basically in a throne room, now you're in a septic tank.
Lucky rabbit's foot.
Haha.
Clear sign of these.
Watch their heads burst. Regardless. What the hell? You're in the city now or something? I guess so. Told you. Now he's got a whole city to find cocaine in.
Yeah, but I have a funny feeling it won't be as good.
Never is. Never is Trauma Dom.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, we get it, movie. He's in Gotham City now. Wrap it up. Oof. Well, are you terrified?
No. I mean, like a little. That was just a really bad one.
Well,
It was
I mean,
still better than Lotion, but wow.
I gotta go back and find out who
And Rats.
who wrote and directed that Lotions one. So, this is that one even worth reviewing? I mean,
No.
it took forever to get to the point.
No.
It utterly wasted its cast. The fat white guy was funny though.
Yeah, I liked him. He was like the Ron Swanson in this movie.
Him continually dunking on the.
I got nothing to say, man. I mean, I'm gonna go in the bathroom right now and try to shit out a better movie.
Well, you let me know how that goes, but I won't be around for that watch party.
You'll know.
Okay, we'll be hearing the fireworks, I guess. So, oof, man. I guess there's no. I guess there's no place left to go but the final entry in this 4-night, 8-part anthology. It's called The Murmuring. So the synopsis reads: mourning a major loss, the ornithologists Nancy and Edgar flock to a secluded home to study birds. But the house's history reveals a heartbreak and horror. Okay. So, we are starting that right now. What have you done, Trauma Dom? Okay. Let's have a listen to what our narrator has to say.
Tells us that birds carry our souls, our pleas, our hopes up to the gods. They are the dark messengers.
He really does have an uncomfortable waddle to him.
Murmurations. But not more. That word also suggests a voice, a whisper, a prayer uttered in the dark when we think we have lost it all. Our story today is The Murmuring, and our director is Jennifer Kim.
Okay. He can't even walk correctly. It's like, bro. I just been that way for a while. But anyway, yeah, I've never understood the love affair that people have with the Creepshow movie. And I will be getting to that when I do my review of Tales from the Dark Side. That anthology is so much better. I mean, to me, I think that people saying that the middle episode or the middle chapter of an anthology is always like the worst. First off, happy to say that is debunked by Tales from the Dark Side because all 4 stories are really good. Excuse me, even the wraparound. But that. And it's because of that, the entire movie is, on a sheer, and this is all that should matter, really, or the most important thing at least, from a sheer storytelling quality, it's so much better than Creepshow. I don't get it. I guess it's because of the talent involved. They just want to hype it up. I don't know, or people's nostalgia. I don't get it, personally.
In this case, a peregrine falcon appears hoping for a meal. You can see it on the edge of frame. And in an instant, the Dunlins veer away from it in perfect unison, forming at first an hourglass shape, a sphere, and then something akin to a cloud.
Then they do jazz hands.
Finally, most incredibly,
Is that Michelle Pfeiffer? Haberdash. Hey, look! It's what's his name from Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. Haven't seen him in a tickety-two.
But the Dunlans don't need a predator to prompt this phenomenon. They do it with or without a falcon moon.
Or to impress a hen.
Why do very few species partake in this exceptional display, forming perfect patterns of movement?
You know, true fact, our government wasted a bunch of our tax dollars
without any collision.
On bird watching?
How many years ago?
On bird watching?
No, to test the cocaine effects on quail.
On quail?
On quail. These delicious tiny birds.
And what'd they get out of it?
I don't know. I was just too disgusted to read it.
The Vietnam War, that's what. I'm kidding.
But we are entirely devoted to finding out answers. We would
Wow.
like to acknowledge Mr. and Mrs. Montague.
He doesn't look bad.
Actors who are here tonight. Thank you so much for your generosity, and in particular for our new movie camera. It's a luxury we have never been able to afford, and it will make such a difference to our research.
And now we can watch all the porn we want.
And as a thank you,
Now, has it just been her speaking this whole time?
Yes. Michelle Pfeiffer.
a practice room.
Is it really?
No.
Okay. And then I say, wow, how the mighty have fallen.
No, she's too busy doing that crappy Ant-Man movie. Not for
I've
nothing,
seen
but
this. There's a word for that. I forgot what it is.
she probably mentioned it and I wasn't listening. I have a habit of doing that.
It's Nancy you should be congratulating. She's the mastermind.
What? That's a woman. Oh, thank you.
Wash and dry, woman. Wash and dry.
Harumph, male academia.
Survivors of the prehistoric era. Much smaller, of course.
I'm guessing we're not in the
Most
80s
were
anymore.
unchanged, which I find
I'm
fascinating.
betting much
I'm
earlier.
also a terrific lover of research. Pop me in a room with a stack of books, and I'm happy.
Okay.
Mrs. Bradley, what do you love most about birds?
Oh,
How I look like an ostrich?
wouldn't want to lift off and fly away from the world like that sometimes.
I was very happy to hear about your field trip. I'm thrilled it's finally here. We've been planning it for months. Very good.
Oh, has he been in anything since Walking Dead?
After all you've been.
Was he in anything before Walking Dead?
I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you.
Probably like independent movies or something.
Yeah. That might just be one. He might just be one of those guys that is defined by one character he has ever
There's a
played.
guy who certainly has a very.
When he was in Walking Dead, he looked like Viggo Mortensen,
Yeah.
right? Scraggly beard and whatnot.
Like I know there's this guy from the lead character in Sons of Anarchy. Like he just could not get past that role.
Yeah.
He could. In every movie he's in, that is him. And it goes to pop culture too. You know, you look at Sofia Vergara.
Yeah.
She's a great actress, but she's the same character every single movie, every single show.
Yeah.
There's a house there. The missus has prepared some rooms for your stay. It's been.
What the hell's up with that interior?
It's not the rich.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like the roof of a house?
We couldn't have you stay
Dude, this is based a long time ago.
I have never seen like. Have you ever seen the entire
50s.
interior of a car being made out of wood, especially wood panel like that?
That thing that they do, all flocking together like that. Why on earth would they do that?
To impress a woman. I already said that. I always thought, like, if I was rich enough, it'd be nice to have, like, a lakeshore house.
Yeah.
But, like, it looks like, you know, a cottage. It'll, like, the interior and exterior will look, you know, like, old-fashioned, but it'll have, like, the modern amenities, like Wi-Fi and you know, a flat screen built into the wall and such. A cousin of mine made, I almost said an outhouse. My cousin of mine.
With a little moon on the door.
Oh, ew. Shut up. A cousin of mine made a gazebo, but it wasn't like one of those like pop-up gazebos. It was like a bunch of like metal poles. It actually all looks wooden.
Was it a gazebo or a pergola?
What is that?
Pergola is kind of like where you eat under. Gazebo is kind of like you could sit at it.
He does have pop-up gazebos, but he made, I guess, a pergola. Pergola. It has a
really nice, by the way. There's a lot of stuff.
They're gorgeous. Like I think I took pictures of when I was there, but he has like one of the walls is like wood and stone, and he's got a flat screen built into the wall. And right underneath is like
you show me that.
Yeah, right underneath is like
his exterior kitchen, right?
Yes, he has. I think he's built that, but not since I've been there.
I would learn how to do that.
Crap! It just had it. Yeah, he built it all himself too. Him and one or two other guys.
Testing.
Crap.
October 5th, 1951.
Yep.
First day on Big Harbor Island.
I don't think I have pictures. There you go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Flat screen TV, something like a fireplace there.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
That is gorgeous.
He's got a fan up top. That's like a little table for everybody.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
On my way.
I can't take your voice seriously, man.
Who?
Him. I want Rick.
Coral! It's crazy how he's like a British actor, but you'd never know from the accent that he... Yeah. It's crazy, like when you hear him during interviews, it's to British. Not like that, but you know, he is a British actor.
They do work exceptionally hard.
Yeah.
For like their American accents and stuff. Oh yeah. And you see with like Hugh Laurie. He has a thick British accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They turn and attack them. It was locusts the whole time.
So thoughtful. How?
You warmed the bed for me. Oh, no. That was just thoughts.
They would have been paid a pit.
Nightcap, you understand. Yeah, you're right. Now that he's using his normal voice, it's like it's almost inaudible. I almost can't hear him because he doesn't sound like Rick. Too bad I have me knickers on. I'm giving the British accents, but haven't even heard.
It's our first full day tomorrow.
Of course.
Damn, you gonna block him like that?
Just haven't slept.
It's no problem.
Wow. Get the hell out of the bed and go sleep on the couch. You wench. She just totally curved him, man. He's almost...
jeez.
He looks like he's whimpering or something.
Yeah.
Yo, what a bitch.
Surprised I don't have twin beds.
Yeah, right. Uh-oh. Here's the tale of Hill House. I get that they're just staying there, but I don't know. Seems like an awfully big house for just 2 people. Darling, you wet the bed again. Wasn't me, I swear. Well, maybe if you had given him some of that sexy time,
Yeah.
you both could have had a restful night's sleep. Oh my god. Alright, I have too good of surround sound because I'm like, is that coming from
Yeah, I was gonna
one of my
ask,
other
like-
apartments? That's literally the first time I've had...
that kind of experience.
Yeah.
October 6th, 1961, 6 p.m. Deepwater Island. A large number of gunmen are gathering in the bay. Approximately 30,000.
Wow. It starts narrating the Necronomicon from the Evil Dead.
I'll check it. You go back to
There was something in the forest.
You go.
Not suspicious at all that it did that at night. What the hell are you guys doing?
I made you sandwiches.
When?
I will.
That... I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I really do.
I made you sandwiches. And then he's got a little lunchbox. Wow, look at that. Holy crap.
What?
The view.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, if you were so rich you could own a beach. Like an entire beach. As tranquil as that is, her hobby, oh my god. That looks decrepit and creepy with the rocking chair. Hello, possessed house. Breaker, breaker.
Did you read my sandwich?
Read? What?
Eat.
Yes, it was delicious.
See you soon.
Do you mind if I don't come over this evening? I really need to set up my cataloging system.
Oh,
You can station the marker I left.
Are these two married?
no problem.
I can get dinner started.
You would think. And get to understand.
She seems like willing to spend as little time with him as possible.
Yeah. And emasculate him whenever he... What are you doing?
Chip, chirp. What are you listening for? Huh. Wow. You know you're dealing with a creepy house when even during the daylight hours it's still dark enough in there.
Yeah.
Hello?
Let me just do this. Not sleeping. I just gotta get like flat.
What are you doing here in the gloom? You're rolling your eyes.
They're already ruined.
You missed a stunning one tonight. Possibly the most beautiful.
Tonight?
You always say that when I'm not there.
I do not. Do I?
Someone's a fibber.
I got good audio, I think.
Thank you.
You were very noisy.
Wonderful. I made a casserole.
You're a wonder.
He looks younger.
I'll get the fire going.
Yeah.
Shaved. It's so weird.
And he's like clean shaven too.
Yeah.
And that Walking Dead stuff where he's got the stubble.
Right. Man, a bunch of us once were gonna go to the Poconos, right? This is like 13 years ago. A bunch of us did go to the Poconos, and we were looking at spots like houses to rent, cabins. There was this one cabin whose walls were completely made out of glass. I was like, nah, dude, nah. What, Mr. Horror Guy? I'm like, bro, you are a bigger chicken, and you know that you are. And we're gonna be going with a bunch of girls, and they're gonna freak the hell out if we're all drinking or whatever, playing games at night, and our walls are glass. Huh?
Yeah, and his squealing doesn't help either.
Yeah.
What kind of glass? Is it like a tempered?
I don't know. The see-through kind. Who cares? It was just glass.
See-through kind.
I'm telling you. What is this dope doing? He's twerking, really? I am not sexually attracted to you at all, Mama.
Please.
Man, this guy's simping hard. Okay, even for an old man, that sweater looks too antiquated for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is up with this
wrong
bitch?
with this? Yeah.
Frigid chick.
Never.
Ouch. Well, I suppose you're right. Just a nice queen. I'll go back to my reading now. You won't even give him the pleasure of sleep?
That's just fucked.
Hits him with a fly swatter.
I hope that chandelier comes crashing down.
Oh my god. I would just, well... They probably close the door and... you just gonna go back to sleep? You couldn't have heard yeah. I was gonna say you couldn't have heard and slept and seen a hallucination. Shut up, woman. I'm dreaming of black chicks. You're not gonna ruin this one for me. Really? You're not even gonna close the door. What is that light shining on her? Okay. We are officially in the Haunting of Hill House territory.
Yep.
What is our time? Okay. Well, time to get a candle, stupid. Oh god, now now the wind is making sounds. We're hitting the 22-minute mark in 2-1 now. Oh god, it's inviting you up. Close the door. Or be stupid, whatever. Oh boy. Did you really not check out the entirety of the house? Wow, what a bitch. Really?
What in God's name are they doing? Are they sick?
Preparing to take your immortal souls to the hell.
Never heard of a dominant roosting above shrub level. Certainly not in an attic.
These two got some really weird hobbies, and not for nothing, but this was just a peculiar story to pick for this anthology. Like, I'm not saying gear horror to your TikTok audience or whatever, but even still, as a horror fan, I'm finding it unrelatable. These people and their hobby. So they're just gonna do this? Even she's getting bored by what she's chosen to be her life's pursuit. That's not him. How dare you send extramarital flirtations my way?
Edgar?
That's why that house looks familiar. It looks like something out of Beetlejuice. Gee, it's almost like you're lovemaking. You're not getting any reaction out of him either. Uh-oh. Your mother sucks cock in hell. Gee, that's gonna start moving in the background. Someone's come a-calling. What? Sounds like she picked up radio waves. Wow, that's creepy. Oh, now you need him.
Well?
They sound different. More melancholy.
Did you not hear it?
Hear what?
Give them to me.
Nope, you going batty.
What did you hear?
He's like, alright, the hell with it. I found someone on Sugar Sites and I'm going to meet up with her. I deserve a vacation.
I don't understand what's happened.
You haven't used an old tape?
Since when have I ever reused tapes? I'm not a fool.
All right, don't bite my head off.
Might help if you tell me what I'm meant to be listening for.
That's not a bird. Uh-oh. Something got him rustled up.
Oh, well. It was good while it lasted.
Now who will keep me company? Bird watching, seriously. They could have picked anything else but bird watching.
They roll like a drunken fingerprint across the sky. Richard Wilbur is talking about murmurations. Beautiful poem.
What?
They roll like a drunken fingerprint across the sky.
What do?
Murmurations.
Oh.
He should kick that book up to her bird face and then the book that's in his hand. Just clap it on her nose.
One instance of dolphins roosting in a human structure anywhere. Do you think that's weird?
Will most likely give us years of grief trying to figure it out.
It's like they're drawn to this house.
Drawn to this house? That's illegal.
I was gonna say that's illegal.
Roosting in this house and nowhere else on Earth.
Nowhere else on Earth. A bit much, lady.
This house gives me the creeps.
Old houses do that. They're creepy.
Well, that sums it up.
What was this family doing here?
Most likely living or dying.
I don't know, my love.
Why would they leave all their furniture and possessions gathering dust for decades?
Oh, because the mob was after them.
Look at that crease just there. And you're trying to solve a mystery.
Oh, that's crow sweet.
No, I like it. It's sexy. You're sexy.
Alright, we're at the half-hour mark right now. Don't be silly. I'm menopausal.
I love you, crazy bird lady.
Man, this guy is like carrying this movie. Oh, a peck from the bird lady, and that's all you'll get. Nope. Oh God, what a bitch. Oh boy, here we go.
Don't touch me.
Yep.
Why not?
What's the point?
Ouch.
Point is, I love you.
I'm so sorry.
Jesus, lady.
Just
More time. I know.
You've made that abundantly clear.
I didn't mean to upset you. I'll leave you be.
Damn.
Nick.
Yeah, no. You could have the couch tonight. Oh. Jesus. I hope this movie doesn't try to guilt us into feeling sorry for her, and like that he's the one. Oh. He's got red eyes.
Who's there?
What's wrong?
I had a bad dream.
It was a bird.
I'm sorry. So stuffy in here with the fire.
Don't blame the fire.
Just a crack.
No. No, you may not.
Do you mind if I sit near the window?
Jesus, lady. Like that'll make a difference. Yeah, go ahead, sleep with your glasses on. And then when they break, don't ask to borrow mine. Ugh. God, what a miserable existence. I get that everybody has their thing, but come on. That's something you do when you retire, not as your like form of employment. And who honestly wrote this story? As you can tell, Trauma Dom has left the building, even though he left his body behind. In case you hear the snoring. Is that getting picked up on his mic? Well, let me actually turn his mic off since he won't be using it. I need to like count how many times I've had to do the show solo just because he just completely knocked out. There, Trommy. My little Trommy Dom. Let me guess, she didn't inspect this room either, despite the fact that she was going to be spending an extended amount of time there. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. What could this be? What could this mean? Freedom?
It's beautiful.
Did you make it yourself?
How?
What's the one word I always mention when anyone asks me why I'm drawn to birds? You laugh about it.
You always go on about their freedom.
Yes, that's right. Freedom.
Okay, jerk.
A lot of people get when they look at a murmuration dance.
I feel for her.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I just do.
I don't know. I'm so afraid.
Living in this big house all on her own.
She had her husband and son here. By the looks of it, she wasn't alone.
You're a man. How could you possibly know?
It's an accurate embroidery. She must have been a keen bird watcher. What have I done now? I don't understand what you want from me.
I don't want anything.
Ouch.
I don't know. Forget it.
Emotional damage.
Did you get much work done today?
There's more to life than work.
I know,
Dude.
Nancy, but we're here to work.
You are
I
an
thought you wanted me to take a break once in a while.
I do.
you are an ice queen.
This is beautiful. But when I look at it, all I feel is that. Her arm
I think that's your
outstretched.
whole life, lady.
She must have felt very trapped here. I know how she felt.
My God. They make it just utterly impossible to root for or sympathize with people like this. Uh-oh. What the hell?
Oh. Babe.
That baby's gonna bite one of her fingers off. I'm gonna kill you. Yeah. Oh God. The bed ate the baby. This is a wicked house. Don't eat me. You're a terrible housekeeper, honestly. You you just can't keep this place in order. Kids you never even met are upset and crying. None of the children are obeying the rules to walk inside the house. Don't run. Honestly. You leave the light on at all hours of the night. Tisk tisk. One can only hope you're a better bird watcher than housekeeper. All my old eviction notices back to visit. Okay, where we at? We just hit the 39-minute mark. For those that haven't passed out from boredom from this movie, like Traumadom over here. I didn't read what that.
He kept writing that he'd leave his wife for her once he came back from the war, but then when the war was over, he went straight back to his wife, of course, saying, "Oh no, I cannot be with you, my love. I'm heartbroken. I have to honor my marriage, blah, blah, blah." She must have told him she was pregnant because he mentions a child and paying for it. They could tell from his first letter he was a cat. I suspect she had no idea. She was head over heels in love. Too loud.
I'm glad that he's the one that's trying to work and telling her to shut the hell up.
Why? Because I want to know how they ended up on this island all alone. It's sad.
It doesn't matter what you think!
You feel that gives you permission to read all of their personal letters?
It's so wrong to read a dead person's letters?
Yes.
And how do you know they're dead?
Ooh.
I have a feeling.
You have a scientist's brain. Since when have you relied on I have a feeling in place of facts?
Yes, Edgar. God forbid I should feel something.
The minute some people step into a falling down old house, they start seeing ghosts.
Some people? I am not some people.
How?
I don't believe in ghosts.
You're more interested in these people you've never met than you are in your own work.
I have devoted my life to this work.
I know.
I have worked harder than any of those men who sail through the halls of Cornell thinking they're God's gift.
Here we go.
I'm sorry.
Lady, you're just looking to be upset.
Something other than birds for 5 minutes.
Oh, really? You could tell this was written by a woman, or at least directed by one. Oh! Now all of a sudden you have an interest in birds, you frickin'... I thought she was gonna lick her microphone. Motorola, really?
Yes? I'll be over in a while. Things just got interesting.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Yeah, it's amazing how much better things get when you're not around. All right, how much time we got left in this? About 22 minutes. Did she sit on a whoopee cushion? What the hell? Uh-oh. Don't break the equipment. That crap is expensive, you ditz. Now look what you did. You're making kitties cry. Oh, God. Don't slip. Well, I hope you're sensible enough to grab a mop if you're heading downstairs. It's the least you could do. Christopher Robin. At least call. Oh god. Oh, dear.
Where have you been?
Working.
You said you were coming as soon as you could.
I was doing my job.
Open the door.
Be smart to close the doors. Jesus.
Don't grip it so tight. It stuns, you'll kill it.
Nancy.
Please, Edgar, put it down.
Sweetheart, its neck is broken.
Oh,
Stop trying to be in control of everything.
All is lost. The museum always needs more skins. Are you all right?
yes. Yes, of course.
I swear, the more that this movie focuses on her, the more it just drags. It stabs him with its enormous beak. Yeah, are you sure that... What a moron. Why would you want to spend an extended period of time in a tub in that house after everything you've seen? Probably get drowned in there. You're taking so long. I've got the skids. Bad. Oh. Told you. Oh my god. She's gonna jump right out the window. Wow. Maybe it's time to leave the house. Or take up a different hobby. This is coming off like What Lies Beneath, that which oddly enough had what's her name in it, Michelle Pfeiffer. This is coming off a lot like that movie, which felt like a like Lifetime does horror.
Let it out, Vance. You haven't cried at all, not since everything happened.
Oh god, 18 more agonizing minutes of this. I don't know what's worse. How shrill this chick is, or the ghosts.
You said I was being unscientific, relying on my feelings.
No, I said I was surprised you were relying on your feelings.
Because that would be so terrible, wouldn't it?
No, Vance. I don't know what I...
So which wife do you want to be, Edgar? The one who feels? Or the one who doesn't?
Well...
I'm sorry, Nance. I'm not perfect. I'm trying.
Yes, you're trying. I don't want to talk anymore.
Good, that would be for the best. Jesus. She comes off like such a lazy, like, such a loaf. It's, as a female, she's coming off like the type of guy who just is a layabout and just doesn't even try. How about a new woman?
Mr. Graves,
Why is my house haunted?
can you tell me who lived in this house?
Nobody lived here for decades.
Yes, I know that, but who are the people on the walls?
Oh,
I
we
know
don't
this
speak
might
about
sound
them.
silly, but I have seen some things here. That's all. Some very odd things.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not odd. It's just that the family here completely disappeared. No mystery.
Why does she live all the way out here, alone with her son?
That's such a weird
Her
question.
family put her here. It was too isolated, and it didn't work out.
How did it not work out?
Well, she got into bird watching.
How? Please, Mr. Graves, how did he die?
He drowned.
She drowned him, didn't she? And where is the mother now? Please, Mr. Graves.
She's in the house.
She did away with herself.
You could just go out there and ask to help him
This
with the
happened
box.
30 years ago, Mrs. Bradley. What is there to tell?
I would have liked to have known.
My wife and I went out of our way to give you a place to stay out of this dreadful cold. We really made an effort.
Of course, we're enormously grateful.
People say they see things here, but it's just a morbid fascination with other people's misery.
I traffic in misery.
People see what they want to see.
Of course.
It's all a load of rubbish. I don't believe in ghosts.
You hear me, lass? Oy, shush, 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 oy. Oh boy.
What was that about?
What's what about?
Your long, heated conversation with the caretaker.
Nothing.
It wasn't nothing.
Honestly, like, how old before you grow out of such petulance?
Whenever I tell you anything, it's never what you want to hear.
I want to know. I do.
I asked him about the people who lived here. The mother and child.
All right.
Because I have been seeing and hearing them ever since we got here.
What do you mean?
I have seen and heard them. In this house. Their voices, their forms. And I would love it. I would dearly love it, Edgar, if I could just tell you this and you would believe me.
I know you've had no proper sleep for a whole year. You've been saying rational people like you will start to see and hear things when they've had no sleep.
Oh, please, Edgar, don't.
I haven't seen anything there. It's no ghosts or goblins, nothing but a big sad old house. So forgive me.
I thought I was gonna say
a
a big sad old cow.
Understand like I'm some crazy person.
I never said you were crazy. All I know is you've been dealt the worst blow any mother, any human being could have been dealt, and I'm very worried about you.
Why is it always about me?
Wow.
You went through
God
this too,
forbid he
Edgar.
care.
Why don't you tell me how you feel for once?
All right, I feel lost. I feel angry. I feel completely heartbroken. And I don't understand you. I don't understand how our darling Ava can die. And you haven't shed a tear, not one single tear in the whole year since.
You want me to cry for you?
Wow, she really is a.
Make it better?
Of course not. I just thought a mother would cry for her child. We took this trip to make things better, and now we're here, and you seem to care more about these people, these dead people, than you do about your own daughter.
Or your own husband. Let's not forget about that one.
You asked me how I feel. That's how I feel.
Anything else you'd like to say to shoot him down?
Once through this horrible mess of try, and I just feel you slipping away. I want more than anything in the world for us to stay together, but I don't. I'll see you down here tonight.
Oh, come on, dude.
Head off to my station early in the morning before dawn. Unless you want me to stay.
Oh. She's not gonna say anything. She's not.
And I will.
No. Even if you give her a chance, she's not going to. She's not even gonna extend an olive branch. Wow. This movie's like, this particular episode's more angering than anything. I was wondering if, you know, they had suffered a tragedy, but look at how she treats him, and you know, he's the only one over here trying. It reminds me of the Strangers. How Liv Tyler was just, oh man, she was horrible to her boyfriend in that movie. Good. Too late, dumb bitch. Yeah, enjoy your sparrows or whatever. And your haunted house, alone. Yeah, I meant what I said before. Those birds of prey there to carry her soul to the underworld. Just the wind. Yeah, sorry, but this mystery of Hill House isn't particularly interesting.
Mommy's mad at me.
What have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
Easy, Banshee. Well, you can't help him from there. Fine, if you say so. I don't have to be such a bitch about it. Now what?
Mommy's mad at me.
Yeah, kid, I heard you the first time. Now, come here. Stop being a little sissy. This is why Daddy left.
Why?
Well, probably because you leak all over the carpet and she warned you against that. That stuff doesn't come right out, even if it's water. Or ectoplasm, whatever it is you're leaking.
You were hurt. And you're not alive anymore.
What?
You did nothing wrong. You were the perfect child.
You don't know that.
It's so cold. It's so dark.
Come into the light, sweetheart. Where it's warm. Can you do that?
No. Hey, welcome back.
Whoa.
You won't be alone or cold anymore.
You missed a rather unimpressive movie.
Don't lie.
Would I lie to you, Traumadom?
Yes.
Okay.
You're safe.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Run into the light.
Stabs her.
Run into the light.
Wow, that was an awful effect.
Yes. The killer's hiding. Yeah.
Ah, stupid. Go back to sleep. And quit your snoring.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, I had to turn your mic off. You did not miss much. She was just being a real C word to her husband.
What have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
Alright, she's gonna fall backwards through that window. Freedom! Oh, now she can fly. You should be happy for her. She looks down and it's Michael Myers staring up at her.
Yeah.
Delightful. Are we done now? Beautiful. Yeah, really? They wouldn't cut her to shreds?
Nah. Yeah, I forgot what they were, but I know they seem like horrible.
Yeah, this is really corny. God. Are we done? Did she find her groove back? Whatever the hell it is that she was after? Closure, something? What? How is he not long gone?
Nancy?
Hey, good.
What? Speak up.
Are you alright?
I'm sorry.
Too late. I already hooked up with some fine ass black
I'm so
chick.
sorry.
See you around, Jive Turkey.
I've been so lost.
No, not lost. You've parent where you've been. You've just been a bitch.
I love you.
I love you too, my darling.
My darling Clementine, I do declare.
I want to talk about Ava.
Oh, long last. Our well, we made it through this marathon, and now the slog is over. Okay. Well, at least one of us made it through. All right, so that does it there as far as this one was concerned. Wow. Very dull, unrelatable. I mean, the the whole angle of the bird watching, it's just lame. Like if they were trying to go the route of this woman who was, you know, held captive by the patriarchy or whatever, if the birds were supposed to be symbolic of her flying free, yeah, cringe. Yeah, like. As I was saying before, I always hate the trope or the expectation that any anthology will have a good opener and a good closer, but the middle is always blah. because the best anthology movies don't have that at all. And with recent anthologies such as VHS, which is another overrated series to the point that they're that Bloody Disgusting is really trying to make that like a franchise. They've come out with, I think last year they came out with they came out with VHS 84, and this year they came out with VHS 99, like who cares? But anyway, like I've noticed with ABCs of Death and VHS, it almost feels like they will have episodes where that aren't scary or interesting at all or entertaining at all, and it almost feels like whoever was working on that particular one felt like they could slack off, or felt like they could just go through the motions and deliver a subpar offering because everybody else will carry my the weight for me, so it's okay if I myself and my contribution is dead weight. But, man, the tail of the tape for me with a lot of these stories was just, the stories were themselves, with the exception, the execution of the stories was either lacking, uninteresting, or it felt like filler, like they were just holding camera shots to pad out runtime. Man, and I just feel like when you are making an anthology, you need to bring it. You need to deliver a hard-hitting story or a good story, a solid narrative, and not half-ass it. And a lot of these just felt very half-assed. Let's go through them. Lot 36. I mean, could have had potential. Ultimately fumbled. Graveyard Rats. I get it, what they were going after. A thief who's comparable to a rat not only gets eaten by rats, but what do you call it? Is later himself has his corpse raided by grave robbers. The Autopsy, a season. This one was the Autopsy was the one with the most potential, I suppose. But again, the execution was utterly fumbled. The Outside is probably the worst. That was the one with the lotion that me and Tramadon were openly mocking. Pickman's Model and Dreams in the Witch House were particularly they were like just under okay. It was particularly disappointing because these two were Lovecraft stories, and I feel like they dropped the ball. The viewing took the freaking longest to get to the point. The murmuring was just boring and unrelatable. The ghost story wasn't particularly interesting. The lead character was just a frigid bitch. It's utterly impossible to root for this woman. So, look, with Night Stories, which came out in the autumn of last year, with Cabinet of Curiosities this October, with last year's summer event of Fear Street, we can no longer say that Netflix doesn't try when it comes to horror. But the next round of wish lists need to comprise of hoping that what Netflix does exclusively put on their platform, that it be good. Because none of the stories that I just mentioned have been. So I hope, and it's telling that the thing that everyone, as far as Netflix horror, was talking about was Wednesday Addams. This event was sandwiched between September's Dahmer and November's Wednesday. This had October all to itself. Well, it came out in late October, but still, you get the point. And yeah, it left nobody's talking about this. I decided to do this just for you guys, and I mean, it taught me certainly to temper my expectations, but I hope that we've made this as enjoyable for you all as possible. So here's what's on the scene for the greater mind's eye. as always, I do ask for the favor that you subscribe to my Clips channel. It's called Mind's Eye Incisions. So this is just bite-sized material to all of my long-form episodes. They're all 2 to 5 minute videos. So again, I've started from the top. I started from the very beginning of my channel from 2 years ago, and as I continue to make videos, I will make current clips, and I do ask that you watch them and enjoy. Sub to my Facebook and Twitch for watch parties. Sub to Twitter and IG pages for announcements and updates. The reason why we were slightly late, a half hour late, is because I uploaded a video today. For those that are unaware, I have a section of my videos of my channel called The Coroner's Report, which is my clever spin on news roundups. So I released a video of the Coroner's Report for the upcoming game that comes out this Friday called The Callisto Protocol, which you might have heard of. So I just give my insights and warnings about the game before anyone purchases, before anyone plays. So I hope that you'll take a watch and enjoy it. Coming attractions include my Mind Games schedule, which happens to be every Tuesday. I do live streams of video games so that I can corner the market on not just horror movies, but survival horror video games as well. So I do what I call the Scream stream every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. We will be having... I will be having an announcement tomorrow for all of winter as far as the Scream stream is concerned, something I refer to as the winter storm warning. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be making a video announcement regarding what the next season of horror games will be. This weekend, I'm going to put work into my overdue review of Fatal Attractions, when Tramadom as well as I went to Eastern State Penitentiary for right before Halloween. And as far as the watch parties are concerned, we will be having a watch party of Orphan for December. Excuse me. I just need to figure out specifically when, but again, I'll be making an announcement on Facebook as well as Twitch. I'm sorry, not Facebook, Twitter, and IG. As far as when, we have a couple of movies coming out. I don't know which ones we will watch. I was hoping that The Mean One was going to be streaming, which comes out December 9th. That's looking like it's going to come out in theaters. So maybe me and Tramadon will do like a little road trip to actually, I'll see where it takes place, and maybe we can give our thoughts on what we thought of The Mean One. And it looks like such a great cheesy horror movie. The trailer was amusing, so I invite you to watch that. We have Bloody Christmas, which will be coming out the same day, December 9th on Shudder, which looks meh. And this Friday, Violent Night, which comes out in theaters. So now you know what's on the scene for the Mind's Eye. You know what coming attractions are, both for the channel, both for the watch parties, and as well as out in theaters. So this has been Inkarnate for the Mind's Eye Theater, closing out November, closing out this anthology, and closing out the evening. And just keep in mind, I ain't just a big deal, I'm the real deal. You're resigned to your fate? Time to subscribe to your fears.
Warn your friends. Warn everyone.